Hey everyone, it's Julie from julieverse.com, and today I'm answering a reader question that came in from Susanna from Wilmington, Delaware. Her question is, Dear Julie, after receiving money as gifts, my kids get overwhelmed with choices. How do I teach my kids to prioritize their spending? And it's something that I actually talk about a lot over on julieverse.com. And one of my best ways to teach this to kids is to teach by example, to show that I have to make choices in my spending and to give them an opportunity to talk out with me how I'm making those choices. So, for example, just say that I really want the new video, the new Just Dance video game for my Xbox, but I have $40 and I also need to fill up my gas tank. And I know how much I want this game and I really, really want it, but I have an empty gas tank. So we posed this to our kids once, a question similar to this. And one of the kids went, well, that's okay. You can just buy the game on Amazon. And we were like, well, that's true, because then we don't have to actually drive. His point was we didn't have to drive to the toy store. We could just buy the game. And we said, that's true, but if we have an empty gas tank and we only have $40 to spend, we can't get you to school, we can't get to the grocery store, we can't get your brother to basketball, wherever is in our plans, we're stuck. And, but Amazon uses a credit card. Well, that's true, but we still have to pay. So we kind of have to put it in a perspective of this really happens. We really do have to make choices in life. Now, for kids, they might not have as many needs. So it's important to teach them to prioritize by saying, okay, well, which one is something that's going to affect your life more? I know it gets really overwhelming when my kids, I give them each $10 or $20 or they get it as a gift and we walk through the toy store and some of the kids sometimes they could stand for an hour going back and forth, which one, and you just have to focus on the questions. What are you going to play with more? What are you going to appreciate more? Who are you going to play with this and when? How long do you see yourself playing with this toy? And what are some other things you could use the money for instead? In fact, I recently asked one of my kids that question. He had two toys in his hand, and I said, well, what are some other things that you've been wanting lately and you could use this money for? And he's looking at both toys and he starts thinking about it. He goes, I actually really wanted to go see a movie at the movie theater. And I said, well, now you have three hands. You have a toy, and a movie theater, and which one's more important? And it really gave him a chance to say, how do I really want to spend the money? So ask them the questions that make them think, and make them think less of what's in their hand, but more of what's in their head. Another great way to teach your kids how to spend money is to actually, like I said, give them money. And you can do that online as well. You can use a service like sign up your kids. You can put some money in their account and they can search using the Virtual Piggy app or website to pay for products that are using their retailers. They partnered up with some merchants, and if they find something on one of the merchants' websites that they really want, you've put however much money into their account. So, and they can then use that money to pay with it. So they're getting maybe $20 and they're going around the web and they know that this is their $20. Maybe you owed it to them, they received it as a prize, whatever it is, and they only have that much money to spend. And so they understand that they might want to save and get more, or they might want to just go spend it, but they can't go over. And that includes taxes and shipping. They will understand that this is how much money they have to spend, and they have to make choices within that $20 limit or whatever the limit is that you set for your child as to how they want to spend their money. Virtual Piggy is a safe website, and it's another great way to teach your kids how to make choices and prioritize in their spending. So thanks to Virtual Piggy for sponsoring this video, and thanks to Susanna for providing the question this week. And I do hope to answer more questions online, so send them my way. Let me know what kind of teaching questions you have that'll help you out in parenting your children.